Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're so friendly. Hi. You're so cute. Goodbye. Are you gonna hang out with me now? No, stay here. I have to like walk him back up here. Oh my goodness. Look at my new best friend. I've made another friend. Oh, hello. I was just walking by and he just came running up to me. And it almost made me feel like the other cat told him, hey, be on the lookout for this lady because she's gonna give you premium pets. I have made yet another friend. Hello guys, from Switzerland. I'm currently here for ultimately a yoga retreat I will go to tomorrow, but I came a couple days early to just enjoy a solo adventure. It's been a couple years since I've done a solo trip, and I just love how traveling solo challenges you so much, especially in a country where you don't know the language and you have to learn on the go and you have to adapt. Here in this area of Switzerland, everybody speaks German and I don't know any German. I had very much expected more people to speak more French and I was like, oh, I can get by with my French. Not here, maybe on the western side. I've been here a day and a half so far, and then today is my big excursion day, and I feel like I got so lucky because the weather is utter perfection today. Now, something really cool and special about this trip is that it actually coincides with my birthday. I turn 30 in 3 days and I'm really excited. This trip is a bit of a birthday trip, and the yoga retreat that I'm doing is with this instructor at one of the studios that I go to. She shared the dates and I was like, wait, my birthday falls perfectly within that. I feel like I should go. Birthday, adventure, kick off into my 30s, and then it's a yoga retreat as well. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. 3 days until I'm 30. I'm so excited. It really feels like the beginning of an era. So, welcome to the birthday. I turned 30.
I used to jump without looking. Didn't care if I fell too hard. Now I keep my hands in.
You know, I really anticipated vlogging more these last couple days that I've just had my solo trip, but I think there's something really that I notice about solo traveling is I become significantly more introspective and go inward more than outward when you don't have a travel buddy and someone that you're just talking to as default. You end up kind of having these internal dialogues about different things. And throughout the day, I've kind of just found myself lost in my thoughts and wanting to just spend time with myself. And I really wanted to, I know this might sound cheesy, but honor that. And so I kind of just let myself hang out with myself today. I feel like I need to brush out my hair before properly speaking to you guys. I had the windows down on most of the drive because the weather was just so nice. It was just such a gorgeous drive. And then there truly are cows everywhere. That was my hope because I love cows. It's so sweet. I'm so excited that I get to spend my birthday doing something fun and special and for me. And it's very cool to have a partner who supports that, is excited for me, and is the one who was like, you're going on this Switzerland yoga retreat. Good morning. I have no idea what kind of tea this is. It's all in German. Hello from Future Jess, here to do a house tour, an Airbnb tour. Basically, this place used to be a hotel, and then during COVID, it closed down, and then they reopened as an Airbnb a couple of years ago, and Aaron and Brandon, the two founders of Atlas Yoga, thought it was the perfect place to host a yoga retreat. So here we are. And since this is a yoga retreat, I thought we had to start the tour in the yoga room. So back when this place was running as a hotel, this was the dining room. And I just have to say, this is the perfect room to do yoga in. It is so nice and beautiful with the view, the light, the feeling of airiness. I have loved practicing yoga in here. It's just such a gorgeous experience. This is my mat right here. It's a foldable, stackable mat specifically for travel, which has been so nice. And it has a really solid amount of cushioning, which is so nice. Doing my yoga flow, and then I look out and I get to see this. Like, how crazy is that? And then when it gets warm, Aaron has been opening the sliding doors to let in a little bit of air, which feels so nice when you're working up a sweat. And out here, we have the patio. We had been having happy hour out here for a couple days. Within the last 2 days, it's gotten quite cold, so we've moved it inside. But this is the cute patio area. Nice little sitting spots, and it's just a great area to come hang out in. Fresh, nice, delicious air. Now that we got the best and my favorite part out of the way, let's walk in as if we were actually entering the whole hotel. So we've got these sliding doors that we walk through. Then to the left, we have a sitting room. Straight through there is the kitchen, and up the stairs, we have the rooms. Let's start this way. To the rooms. I'm actually right next door to Aaron and Brandon, right up this way here. And to be so honest with you, my room is a bit of a disaster right now. It just feels like that sometimes, but we're just gonna go with it. Bed, gorgeous window, beautiful view. Second fabulous window with another amazing view. The desk, which we won't really look at. Closet, bathroom, nightstands, and that's about it. Good morning from yoga retreat official day 1. We got on yesterday, but it was kind of meet everybody, hang out, happy hour, stretch session, intention setting, and now today is the first full official day. I think today we're doing the spa, which sounds so nice. Every day we have an 8:15 morning class, and then in the evenings we do a restorative class, which I'm so excited. So I'm gonna get dressed for that in a second. But I wanted to show you the view where our hotel is. It's situated on a mountainside. So I'm actually looking at a cloud right now, which is crazy. I feel like it's so close. Let me get you. This is actually the spa we're going to today. So that's really neat to be able to see that as well. In my little PJs lounge set, but I need to get dressed. What do I wear for my first yoga retreat yoga session? Is it that deep? No. Do I still care? Yes. I also want to get ready quickly because I was reading for a bit in bed, but now I feel like it's time to migrate out there, have some coffee, eat something, and then after yoga, I'll shower before we go to the spa. Should I start off with a big burst of color? I feel like that's kind of fun. I also have this more cornflower blue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I love this. Something I did when I got these glasses recently, these are like the 2.0 of my previous oversized tortoiseshell glasses, is that I got them with the adjustment to light. And I don't think I like it. I thought I would like it. I thought it would be nice, like having sunglasses. Personally, I don't like the transitional lens. I just feel like it's a bit much. Oh, it's gone completely white outside. Hold on, I have to show you. All missed. Wild. yeah. Oh wow. I didn't know if you wanted to be in it. I just had it going.
With me with my broom.
This is Erin, our fabulous instructor
Hi.
and host. Hello guys, from the ski lift. We're heading up to a hike. This is our, how many cumulatively? Third. This is our third lift and we'll be at the top of the mountain. And then we have a 3-mile hike. Is that
Just
correct?
about, yeah.
Yeah. Very excited for today. It's gonna be a great day. The weather's gorgeous, the vibes are nice with amazing people. And the yoga retreat is going so well. This is Erin. You may have already met her. She's the best.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to Jessica.
Oh yeah, today's my birthday. I turned 30 today. So today's a great day overall. Well, I will see you guys at the top of the mountain. I'm a little bit anxious about the fact that I just have my camera in my hand and there's rocks. So. Hello guys, from the bottom of the hike. I, as well as a few other people, decided to tap out a bit early because the hike, definitely a strenuous hike. Really beautiful, so gorgeous, and like the views are amazing. However, between the altitude, the terrain, I'm not like a super strong hiker in the first place. It's not really something that's in my wheelhouse necessarily. I kind of just felt it was time. I hiked some hike and it was great. And then I decided it was time for the hiking to conclude. So now we just headed to the restaurant that's at the bottom or where you first start the hike. And we're gonna have lunch. Today has been such a nice day. Like I mentioned earlier, it's my birthday. This morning in the class, Erin had us in boat pose, which is one of her favorite things to have us be in. We hold for 5 or 10 breaths. However, today she did a bit of a freestyle and she was like, all right, while we're in boat pose, everybody's gonna sing happy birthday to Jessica and we're going to hold boat pose for the entire duration of happy birthday. And honestly, everybody did so well. Like it flowed, everybody was singing, holding boat, and it was a really special moment. Everybody's been so nice. I came down for breakfast and everybody's like, happy birthday. And it's been a really cool birthday. Like what a nice way to bring in 30. I really, really love this experience so much so far. Now for this last little bit that we've been hiking, I entirely forgot like what day it was. It was only until I was talking to you, I was like, oh yeah, today's my birthday. And now I'm stoked to have lunch. I'm quite hungry. I'm incredibly parched. Today's fit of the day. We got a nice pair of overalls. You may remember when I thrifted these overalls, I do want to tailor them. I've been saying this for 2 to 3 years now, so who knows if it'll actually ever happen. I ended up knotting the bottom because I thought it looked a little funky doodle dandy to have them just free and loose. Tank top from Organic Basics. I did change out of my long sleeve though because I was sweating up a storm. And then my shoes are my new hiking boots, which happen to match so perfectly. They're the brand Keen. Then we've got the sunglasses, of course, a bit of jewelry because I love a bit of glam, and that's today's fit. I feel like I can't reiterate enough how nice of a day it's been. I feel like birthdays, especially ones where it's a milestone birthday, can be really tough. Like I am a #1 crier on my birthday. I feel like they can be very emotional, or the expectations versus reality. I just feel like birthdays are kind of a tough time sometimes. But I really have to say, I think the only thing that would make this birthday better is if my husband was here too, but I'll get to see him after this trip and we have fun things planned, which will be amazing. I have really loved doing this. Though birthdays are usually hard, this has been a pretty great one so far. And on that note, I think I'm gonna go head back to the lunch table. Hopefully my iced tea is there, maybe even the food is there. Erin needed to squeeze onto our back area here, so she popped onto the floor. We love it.
Whatever I could do for the group. Let's do it.
We're back at the hotel now. It has been such a nice day. We have a yoga stretching class in about 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm the first one out here by far. Most people are resting up or showering or doing whatever they need to do because most people did the full extent of the hike. I, as you guys know, tapped out early because you know what your body needs, and today my body was just like, all right, I think we're good. Hello. I'm just vlogging and I'm excited for the stretch class. I feel like it'll be exactly what we need after a day of activity. I got a new yoga mat for this trip. It's a stacked mat, which is a folding mat. Tell me why today I had the unserious revelation that I think I was using my mat upside down. I thought the grippy, I was like, oh, this part goes on the floor so it doesn't slide. Erin asked me, she's like, what do you think about the mat? And I was like, oh, I wish it was grippier. And I also feel like there's so many divots. And then today I was just looking at my mat and I was like, there's no way this is right because I'm slipping in downward dog.
Were you on the opposite?
Yes, I was on the opposite side. I did not test the theory. I realized it maybe 3/4 the way through and I was like, I'll flip it at the end of the class. Let's try. Oh my gosh. Yeah, confirmed. I was using my yoga mat on the wrong side. What was I doing before? I was just like, there's no way I got worse at yoga since being.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
There's no candles, but still make a wish. Tired before it's working. Why?
Hi guys, good morning. Today is our free day and basically everybody except for me decided to go to Liechtenstein. It's like 15 to 20 minutes by taxi just over the mountain, but I kind of just wanted a chill day today. I wanted to read, I wanted to do some writing, do some journaling, I wanted to shoot some photos. I still have not shot really any photos, and I feel like my creative muscle is just like on overload. I have been so excited to create. When we first came in on day one, we had to write down our 5 intentions for the week. It could be, I think, 3 to 5. I really wanted my creativity to flourish. And the fact that I feel so palpably excited, I have all these ideas in my head, I have these mental mood boards for types of photos I want to shoot, and I just had the best time just a moment ago shooting a photo. I actually climbed out of the window to shoot this, to set up the camera. To the window, we have this little, I think it's for probably building maintenance and cleaning, doing windows and stuff. But I really wanted to shoot a photo of me in my pajamas framed by this window, and I think I got some awesome shots. I went and borrowed a cute little coffee mug. I have not looked through them, but I think based on the setup, I think it'll be good. I am so dead. Look at this photo of me. I was using Lens Buddy and it was just continuously taking photos. So it got me climbing in and out of the window. That's cute. Look at this framing. And oh, I'm happy with these. We have some winners. My first day of being 30. Already off to a great start. I also want to film like a little hotel tour, which I'll put at the beginning of this video. So you guys will have already seen it at this point. I'm filming it now because everybody's in Liechtenstein. I'll be in nobody's way. It'll be super easy peasy. I have wandered to this, unbeknownst to me, area of the hotel that's on the opposite side of where we entered. There is this incredibly gorgeous view hill area. I had no idea that this section of garden was here, this beautiful expanse of land. You're joking. This is insane. Yeah. I feel like I'm a sports coach and I'm gonna give you a pep talk. Solo time, whether it's large scale like this, a really neat, fantastic trip away, or even in small ways, like just taking yourself out on a date, going to dinner by yourself, doing some sort of fun solo activity. It is so important and so nurturing to yourself to spend time by yourself. There's nothing worse than when you want to create. You mentally want to create. And I'm sure if you guys are dancers or painters, ceramic artists, animators, bakers, cooks, people who create recipes, whatever field you're in, there's nothing more frustrating than when you want to make something or you have to make something for a project or a deadline or a thing or to keep up a certain cadence and it just isn't happening. And the number one advice that people always give is walk away for a bit, and then when you come back, you'll be refreshed and ready to go. And it always feels so counterintuitive. To make progress, you have to walk away. And unfortunately, it's incredibly true. Time and time again, I feel like this is one of those lessons that just keeps coming back into my life because I still have not learned it. This obviously is not a one-to-one easily recreatable experience, but I feel that there are so many different ways, so many small scale ways that I can bring this into the day-to-day to life. I was taking photos and these tourists that were walking by saw me taking photos and they came down here and started wandering around the hotel property and I was like, hello, but they only spoke German, so I couldn't tell them that this is our Airbnb. New cool discovery of this back garden. This is legitimately a garden. I saw this plant and I was like, this looks like mint. So I picked a leaf. Then I went further down to here and I was like, wait, this is sage. So I picked a little leaf, took a smell, sage. Then I kept walking. I saw parsley, chives, thyme, little baby basil, one of my favorites, rosemary. And then over here, we have our classic mint. So that is just so cool. I absolutely love an herb garden. And this is such a nice one. Like, I wish I had this at home because I love cooking with fresh herbs. A part of this retreat, they hired private chefs who cook us breakfast and dinner, and the dinners have been utterly phenomenal. Everything is vegetarian. It's so amazing. They're so creative, just wonderful chefs. Like, they're so good. And I just wonder if they know that this is here because I feel like they would have totally used it if they did, but maybe they are and I just don't know. How cool. All the herbs. Let's freaking go. I just shot photos in this spot for like the last 30-40 minutes. I ended up with some amazing, fabulous photos, but not without many the unique experience. Let's see, someone barked at me, people waved at me, a person fully turned around on their bike, which I don't know why you would ever fully turn around on a bike on a steep street like this, but they did. And they fully turned their face and head around and gaped, open mouth at me just shooting photos. And all I'm doing is like standing and posing, maybe like a twirl or two. And the person was like, so uncomfy, but I definitely think the barking took the cake. Also, some people yelled out their car windows. Very weird behavior. And then some people from the retreat, my new friends, they drove by and they slowed down and chatted with me, and that was nice. But overall, I think it was worth it. I think I got some great photos. We have our evening class in about 5 minutes, so I just need to change. While I'm sitting here for the minute, I will share a quote that I really like. So throughout the photo shooting process, there are moments that feel very awkward or embarrassing, and I read this quote that basically says, everything you want is on the other side of Cringe Mountain. And I cannot agree with that more, because truly, yeah, a lot of things feel cringy, but a lot of the things that feel cringy end up turning out to be something really cool and really amazing. And you just gotta push past that awkwardness, that discomfort, that feeling that you should feel embarrassed. There's so many cool, amazing things that are just on the other side of feeling cringy. And here we are, me, with some amazing photos and some cool content. I'm so glad I did that. Time to get changed. I'll take it. I'll take it for now.
The last full day of a trip is such a mix of emotions. The week is settling into you, you're trying to make the most of the last day, the anticipation of heading home soon with the excitement to being back in your own bed. On this final day, we did an e-bike tour through Bad Ragaz to a local winery for a tour and tasting. We rode through such gorgeous scenery. Rivers, vineyards, mountains, and the cutest little towns. When I think back to myself half my life ago when I was 15, I genuinely never imagined I would be doing this kind of stuff. And to be very honest, I never thought about it. I never dreamed this big and in this way. I'd never considered the possibilities of the places where I might go, what I might do, and who I might be beyond just a career or love lens. But here I am, doing those things I never even dreamed of doing. Solo trips, traveling to Switzerland, hiking in the Swiss Alps, making new friends over a glass of wine with people who were strangers just a week ago, learning how to do headstands and balance poses, and honestly just falling in love with yoga so much that I would do a trip like this. I never thought I'd be so brave or try so many new things, so many different things. And it's really cool. I think 15-year-old me would think 30-year-old me was so cool. Though it's scary sometimes, it is such an incredible thing to push yourself out of your comfort zone and dive right into things that make you feel excited.
Hey. I'm really, truly, truly honored to have an incredible group like you guys. This is so unlike anything else that we've hosted before in size and in vibes. So I'm maybe getting emotional. And with that, let's drink. So cheers!
Most of the pictures I took myself.
Wow.
Right. Let's go on holidays.
Good morning from the last morning. I can't believe it's already the last day. I feel like this week has gone by so quickly, but also it didn't feel rushed at any point. What a great group of people. What a great experience. I rushed to be down here at 7:30, have everything done, have the sheets stripped, throw out the trash, make sure everything's packed, all my stuff's ready to go, showered, changed, did all the things. And then it turns out, I think class starts at 8. I'd love to hold it longer, but not bad.
trip is already over. The week is gone by. It's time to go home.